Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It has been forever. I have not uploaded a video in the longest time, and hopefully this video will explain to you what's been happening because a lot has happened in the last couple of months. I honestly don't know how I'm going to go about this video. I'm just going to be saying whatever comes to my head. I'm going to be telling you everything that's happened. However, some areas I might tone it down a little bit just because it was pretty intense. I have lost a lot of friends. I have gained a lot of new amazing friends that I never would have gained if all of this didn't happen. I have moved schools to the most amazing new school, and it's such a positive environment. And again, I never would have moved there if none of this happened. So I'm just going to jump into it. I know there's going to be a lot of people from my old school watching this. I don't mean to offend anyone by anything that I say. That is not my purpose of this video. I am just going to be 100% real. Now, just a little disclaimer, I am not doing this for attention. I know there will be a lot of people that will say that I'm doing it for attention. Yeah, that's not my purpose at all. I have totally moved on from all the stuff that I'm going to be talking about that happened, and I'm living my new life, and I am happier than ever. I can truly say that, and I'm the happiest that I have been in years. I'm sorry that I look feral. I was legit just out cleaning my dad's car like a couple of minutes ago. Yeah. Quick and easy 10 bucks. I mean 15 bucks. Okay, so basically my boyfriend at the time and we split up. Just things were happening that I wasn't happy with personally, and we were just fighting a lot. He can agree with that. Obviously I still loved him a lot. I cared about him a lot, and I wanted the best for him. I missed him more than anything. We were still friends, or trying to still be friends. However, we didn't know how to act like friends. We only knew how to be in a relationship. So basically my friends at the time were getting sick and tired of all the fights that me and my ex were having, because we were still like we were in a relationship but we weren't in a relationship. So that got a little bit heated, and then I started to get really depressed. This is a lot harder to talk about than I thought it would be. But I need you guys to know that I have moved on. This is in my past now. I don't feel like this anymore. I am fine now. So I was having a lot of days off school because I just didn't want to be there. I didn't want to see everyone at school, and that is a big sign of depression. So if you notice any of your friends not coming to school, then maybe just like check up on them, check if they're okay. So then one night my ex-boyfriend completely didn't want anything to do with me anymore, and obviously I still loved him so much. So that was like the lowest I have ever gotten, and I tried to kill myself. I was taken to the hospital. I was lucky enough to get to go home that night. I had to speak to so many different people, and I've had to speak to so many people throughout this journey. Like, it's crazy, but I'm so thankful to everyone that I have spoken to, because I would not be where I am now without every single one of them. So then 19 days later, I forget what even triggered it, to be honest, but I had my second attempt and I was taken to hospital again. Clearly it didn't work. I'm still here. And again, I had to speak to so many people, and I was lucky enough to get to go home that night again, even though I did not feel like I should have been going home. I was still so down in the dumps. I don't know how they trusted me to be at home, if I'm completely honest with you. So then the next night I was back in hospital once again for my third attempt. Can I just tell you, like, the hospital is such a scary place to be when you're going from room to room, scary little rooms, having to speak to people, tell them everything. I was bawling my eyes out. Every night I was in there, I was bawling my eyes out. Oh. It really just isn't a nice place to be. Nobody wants to be there, I'm sure. So then I had to go and see a lady from the Child, Youth and Mental Health Services. I think I saw her the following Monday, I think it was. Maybe the following Tuesday, I don't know. And so I had to tell her everything. And she didn't want to let me go home. She did not trust me to go home. She wanted to send me to a mental health ward thing, whatever it's called. I can't think at the moment, honestly. By this stage I was not going to school. I had had so long off. She made a deal with me that I could have the rest of the week off, but then I had to go back on the Monday. So I had the rest of the week off, I just chilled, and then I know it was a Friday that I saw her, I forget. So I had the rest of the week off, and then on the Monday I woke up and I was pretty positive. I was excited to go back to school. I knew I had to do it. I knew I didn't have a choice. I couldn't stay off school again. So I went up to the school. I had to hand something into the payment window, and then the bell rang and I had to walk to my first class. On the way to my first class, I walked past two of my closest best friends at the time, and they looked at me and then looked at the ground. One did a bit of a half smile, and the other just totally didn't smile at all. They just looked at the ground. So my parents had told me that morning, if anything happens and you get upset, just go straight to the guidance counsellor and call us, and we'll be up at the school as fast as we can. So I started crying and I walked to the office, and I sat outside the guidance counsellor's room on the phone to Mum, bawling my eyes out. And then one of the girls, the one that did the half smile at me and then looked at the ground, she walked past the office to take the roll to the office, and she just totally ignored me again. I know that suicide is an extremely confronting thing. If anybody that I knew was going through what I went through, I would have been there for them the whole time. Like, you just need to put yourself in other people's shoes, really, because, like, yeah, you just need to think how they would be feeling. So my parents came up to the school and we had to wait to see the guidance counsellor. Once we finally got in to see the guidance counsellor, he asked me a few questions, and he did not care about me one little bit. He only cared about the school and making sure that the school was safe. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say. It was really bad. I would not recommend that school for anybody that has any type of mental health illness. My parents would not either. It was terrible. That's the only word that I can think of to describe it. It was disgusting. So the guidance counsellor told me, he asked me, do you want to stay for the rest of the day or do you want to go home? And I was so over it. I was bawling my eyes out, so I said I just want to go home. So I went home. I was speaking to my mum and dad, and I did not want to go back to that school. I just did not want anything to do with it. I still don't. could not say one good thing about that school. I did not miss it one tiny little bit. So my brother, he went to a different school, but it's not a normal school, it's a trade school. I'm not going to say the name of it because that will give away where I live, and just in case there's someone crazy watching me. So I had been showing an interest in going to the school that my brother was going to. So then that was the reality. I wanted to go there and my parents were happy to send me there. It is a paid school, it's not a public school. So obviously there was a cost that we had to look at. However, my parents just wanted to get me out of the school that I was at, so they were more than happy to help me do that. So basically I moved to the trade college, and I can honestly say that it is the best decision I have ever made. I was missing so much cheerleading and dancing while I was depressed. I hate saying depressed, like, yeah. But I was missing so much of the stuff that I would normally enjoy. But since I have put my old school behind me, since I have left there, even before I moved to my new school, like just as soon as I left Cleveland, I've been so much more positive. I haven't had another attempt yet. Why do I say yet? Like, I feel so much better, so there's not going to be a yet. I'm at cheerleading every night, and I have made so many new good friends that I never would have met if I didn't go there. So to end this video, I just wanted to like let you know of some helplines, or like what you can do if you are feeling down. So to start off with, I would recommend going to your local GP. If you tell them how you've been feeling, they can either put you on some medication, or they can refer you to go and see a counsellor, or they can give you some strategies to put in place to make yourself feel a lot happier. So mine put me on medication and gave me a referral to go and see a counsellor. I didn't go to his referral, I went to another one that my dad had set up, and honestly they both helped me so much. I wasn't on the right medication at first. When I went to the Child, Youth and Mental Health place, we realised that, so we had to step up my dosage to, I think I'm on 100 milligrams now, before I was just on 50. So we've doubled my dosage. The counsellor that I was seeing, her name was Emily as well, twins, and she helped me so much. Like, I still use the strategies that she told me about and put in place for me, and I 110% would not be where I am today without her. I would highly recommend getting the Headspace app. It is all about mindfulness, so it's sort of like meditation, sort of not. It's like about focusing on how your body feels and just bringing the attention to certain parts of your body instead of your mind wandering. Then there's also the Kids Helpline. You can call them at any time of the day and you can speak to somebody. I personally didn't do this, however I really wish that I did when I was feeling down. I would have actually tried a bit more to prevent myself from feeling like that, because there are ways that you can prevent it and then there's ways that you can stop it when it's actually happening. I also have really bad anxiety, so that is something that I have had to work on, and it has gone leaps and bounds. Like, before I was scared to walk home from the bus stop, whereas now, like, it doesn't bother me. Like, I walked from the bus stop down to my brother's school the other afternoon, which was further than if I was just to walk home. Just touching base on the friends part of this, you really find out who your true friends are when you're struggling. The people that aren't there for you when you're struggling, you need to cut them out of your life. you can't just let people be there when you're all good and happy and then not be there when you're upset. My friends that I have got now, they are 110% there for me all the time. Like, oh, they're just so amazing and I am so grateful for them. And everything happens for a reason, and I am so grateful for all of this. So thank you everybody for watching. I've probably forgotten to say so many things, but that's alright. Hopefully I will start making a lot more videos again now that I'm happy. I'm going to Good Life tomorrow night. Maybe I should do a vlog. Maybe. So thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you all in my next video, which should be happening soon, hopefully, if everything goes well. Bye guys!